Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of the Legacy of the Rimlen. We took a week break, sorry for the cliffhanger, I suppose, but we're back, and we're in the middle of a boss fight, so let's see how that will go. But before we see where the cliffhanger left off, I'm gonna ask these lovely people who have joined me as usual to once again briefly introduce themselves and their characters. I rolled some dice in the background, and the dice have declared that Ashen should go ahead and introduce herself and her character first. Can you please go ahead, Ashen?
Yeah, hi, I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona, a lovely, sneaky lady that has the reputation of doing like semi-demonic things in the game right now, and it's me.
Yeah. You're. I mentioned last time that I think the campaign is heading more into like an evil direction, and I'm fine with it. Just an observation, I guess. Thank you, Ashen. And next, according to the dice, we're going once again full alphabetical. I think the second or third time in a row. AKA, Dely should go ahead and introduce themselves first. Not first, second. Sorry. You go ahead, Dely, please.
Of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely, and I'm playing Muninn. They are a traveling scholar from the University of Brightland. And, they are big smarty pants, loves to keep secrets.
Yep, very much so. Thank you very much, Dely. And next, we would have Show&Tell. Can you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Show&Tell. I'll be playing as Anghel, mute peasant boy who just summoned his first god or something last time.
Sure. Thank you very much, Show&Tell. So, last time, just to briefly recap events before we continue with the fight, you guys, talked with a bunch of gods. Acacius, the god of like knowledge, poetry, archery, the sun, and a bunch of other things, told you guys that no, I'm not gonna cure the village. One dog's life is not worth the life of an entire village. But he did agree to cure Illona of something. You still don't know what. And so that was fun. And then Anghel caught up with Illona and Muninn, told them, hey, Joseph went on ahead, stuff's going on, what should we do? You guys then decided to take up that one other god that Show&Tell alluded to, Rimlen, the god of like the sea and bodies of water and such, and offered up one of your horses to him, and he was a very grumpy gentleman who berated you for not like doing things properly, but nonetheless he agreed to make the boss fight easier for you guys. And in the end, you guys decided to go through with the boss fight and potentially rescue the priest and or his daughter, presumably. Guess we'll see. We are gonna continue with initiative order, which means the Water Witch will go first. But while I turn on the background music, if you guys remember, if you look at the map right now, you can move your tokens around to like establish where you are on the map, etc., etc. This one was the song, and last we left off, Illona had just really wounded this lady, who was not very happy about it. Anghel was rushing to rescue the priest, more or less. I don't remember exactly what Muninn was doing. Dely, do you remember? Seeing as you're a bit further back.
Yeah, I think I was generally catching up to everyone because I wasn't able to keep to everyone's pace.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think we were trying overall to like surround.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
So I'm just saying that we were trying to kind of spread out to surround her, maybe, or something. So
Yeah.
I think.
Sure. I guess two questions. First, since it's been like a couple of weeks, do you guys have any questions about what happened at that one point in time, or why the hell are we here? I guess that I can answer for you guys.
I don't know. I don't think I do.
Yeah, I feel
Me
like
neither.
I'll ask if something comes up.
Yeah.
Right now I can't think of anything.
Sure. And I guess my second question, just like further set the scene narratively, what's everyone doing at the moment? Again, to just like describe the general context, the Water Witch is currently in her quote-unquote attack form, so to say, and Illona slashed the crap out of her, and she's reeling from the pain. Narratively, what's everyone doing?
I feel like Muninn, because I vaguely remember. I feel like Muninn was originally trying to coax the Water Witch into her attack form, but now like by like taunting her originally, but now that and to confuse her as well, because obviously Muninn's like a bit of like away from everyone else. But now that she's in her attack form, I think Muninn would try and like pry the Water Witch off of Illona, like as in try and run towards them so that they can do that, if that makes sense.
Currently, by the way, just for context sake, the witch and Illona aren't like grappled. Let's say the witch tried to grab Illona, but Illona slashed the shit out of her, so the witch let go.
Oh, okay, I see. Cool.
But yeah, that's also why she attacked Illona, because Illona did taunt her on that note.
Yeah. Okay.
I think like Illona's just heavily concentrating on like figuring out the witch's next move, and also trying to like counter that with a possible attack, or like anticipating.
Gotcha.
And Anghel, I think, is trying to kind of divide his attention between the priest and the witch, kind of.
Okay. Shall we continue with the initiative order?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the witch, on her turn, reeling from the fact that she was pretty grievously wounded, will return to her quote-unquote defense form, so to say. This is just like game speak, not actually terminology in game speak. So she like, after she lets go from Illona, reeling in pain and letting out almost an animalistic snarl, she immediately rushes back to the water and sinks underneath, disappearing, and she reforms once again in the center. And for her action, let me roll a dice. Okay, she definitely succeeds at that. You will see like a small wave of water push the priest over in this direction.
What?
Wow.
And she rolled to create an advantage, and she does so. Above board, if she had rolled really, really poorly, she might have like drowned the man or pushed him in your direction above board. So it was a risk for her.
Around him? Well, good. Thank God that didn't happen.
I guess it's saying something that she doesn't want to kill him yet.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
As for the name of her advantage, I'll call it control of the battlefield, let's say. But while I type that in, Illona and Muninn, it's your guys' turn. You have the same quick, so you decide among yourselves who goes first or second, okay?
Right. What do you feel like, Dely? First or second?
I don't particularly mind. I think all that Muninn is going to do is just like I don't think they're gonna do anything. Do you know what I mean? Apart from like catch up to you guys, like geographically, I guess. I don't know. I can't really. I mean, maybe Muninn could like, I don't know, taunt the Water Witch or something. I just
Yeah.
don't mind if you want to go first, basically.
Also, keep in mind that you guys can move your tokens around on the map.
Yes.
Oh, you have a plan, so go ahead.
Okay. Cool. Well, I would probably move Muninn here, unless that's too far.
Nope. You probably could just for like you can probably move up to like around here, let's say, from where your initial position.
Okay. So I'll move here with Muninn, and maybe as Muninn is like passing Illona, assuming that Illona hasn't like gotten like, are you still on the floor or?
I don't think I was on the floor. Or?
I don't think
no?
she was. I don't think she was.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you were. Okay, in that case, well, Muninn would, like, I don't know, nod or something as they pass Illona. But as far as like, if that is like, if I can still like taunt the Water Witch like for my official turn, then I will. But like,
Of course you can.
okay, perfect.
Are you, just for clarity, are you using your taunt to like actually like attack her, or are you using it to like create an advantage?
I feel like
For taunting, it would be a flashy roll on that note.
a flashy roll, okay. And then, what? Just out of curiosity, what would it be if it was an attack? Oh, wait, sorry. That's a taunt would be a flashy.
Well, narratively, what I'm saying is, narratively you can taunt her. In terms of game mechanics, that taunt can translate either as an attack against her, or as creating an advantage.
Okay, and they'd both be flashy, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
The attack would be opposed by her careful in her defense form. The advantage, I would set a difficulty that you would have to beat.
Okay, that's fine. I would probably try to I try to make an advantage. Because I feel like we can't really do a lot of damage when she's obviously in her defense form.
She's literally water, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess narratively, Muninn would say like, well, I don't know what Muninn would say like exactly, but they would shout like, "Hey, like, stop being such a coward! You know, like, if you really want to fight us, then stop returning to the water or something." I don't know, but there, flashy roll. The game knew the game knew that it wasn't a very strong like taunt. Okay,
That is a critical fail.
yeah.
So you probably like stumble over your words and you realize, oh, you're talking to this gigantic entity of water. Like your taunt, like as you're speaking, you're becoming more and more frightened. Like, this is a gigantic thing of water that's trying to kill me. This is scary.
Yeah.
Which means, since you fail by such a big amount, by the way, the difficulty I was going to set was 4, it gets an advantage against you.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
I'll give it another charge on Tasty Morsels. Illona's turn. You all see Muninn like floundering.
Would it be logical to have salt on Illona?
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry?
Would it be logical to have like salt on Illona? Because I feel like salt and water, I don't know, make something mix with the water that she doesn't like. I have no clue.
I mean, salt was at least a bit probably part of your like overall provisions. We can say that you brought some with you, sure.
Above board with everybody. do you think this is a good idea or will do nothing? I mean, she's water. She can be salt water, I guess.
Also, like, I don't imagine you have like a large amount of salt, because salt is expensive. Like, you probably have like a small satchel at most, like for the entire group.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure. Like, it's not like I know the lore around her. Maybe someone will do something, but I'm not sure.
Feel free to give me like a careful show and tell, and we'll see if her lore has anything about salt.
Okay.
Can I also do?
Show and tell specifically, because the Water Witch is not part of Illona's people's lore, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right.
With that roll, show and tell, salt is not part of her lore, but mud and dirt is.
Oh.
Ooh.
Aha.
But I need to convey that to them.
Specifically, the story goes that after the Maker made the world, the devil tried to drown him, and during the struggle in the dirt, the Water Witch was formed.
Oh, that's really interesting.
So she was formed in the dirt, okay.
Oh, she was formed from mud, so it won't.
From the mud, like near a body of water. I mean, that's her lore. Feel free to come to your own conclusions as to whether dirt would have any effect on her or not. Up to you.
Yeah.
You do know her trouble, which is called the Water MI, which again is the fact that she can't really go very far away from her body of water.
Okay.
Hey.
I feel like.
You go ahead.
No, you go.
No, please.
Yeah, please. I was gonna say, I feel like this is just speculation, and obviously you can test this maybe on Anghel's go, because Anghel, it would probably be easier for Anghel to do one of these things than to convey it to Illona. And do it like literally show and tell. Like do it, do it. Tell us by showing it to us. I feel like maybe either this sounds silly now that I'm about to say it out loud. Throwing mud at her, maybe, or perhaps the opposite. Maybe like throwing water at her, like I don't know, but she is the water, so I was thinking in my head, if she's made of mud.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That like the last thing we need is to create another witch.
Yeah, for sure.
Punch the mud and the water.
Yeah. Just make a mud pie, or like
Yeah.
I mean,
I think like, what if I would just like, actually like punch the water and throw some insults at her?
Sure. Sounds like a forceful attack. Do you agree with that? Is that what you're doing?
Oh gosh, I have shit forceful. Okay. Okay, may Arcesius and whomever be with me on this one.
You're attacking her? Or are you trying to create an advantage? I'm sorry, I should have asked before you rolled, but we'll go with that number.
Yes, an advantage.
Okay. Sure, I'll give the advantage over to you, but what's the advantage about specifically? And how should it be called?
I want her to like feel ashamed that she goes into the water and doesn't fight.
Sure. Okay.
Ashamed? Maybe the name.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Ashamed, maybe the name.
Sure. Here's your advantage that you can use and or pass on to any of your teammates. The Water Witch shows no visible reaction, but you can guess that earlier you did taunt her, and as a result of the taunt, she attacked you. You can guess that maybe you did something. Angel's turn.
And really, I'm wondering if I should really try to throw mud at her. Like, I don't know how that works.
Yeah. I guess
like it.
like in a weird like in a really weird way, because she's bound to the water. I was thinking like you'd need like a digger truck for this or something. But because she's bound to the water, like if you like made the pond or whatever smaller, because by like adding more dirt to it, like she'd eventually just become a puddle, right? Like
Yeah, but
I don't think that
Or
would
like-
work.
Muninn will just like run off and get an excavator. Just
Yeah.
Has
if we've got any like shovels or something, like
I like it.
yeah. I don't know, like if it'll. Yeah, I don't know if it'll actually do anything, like throwing some of the dirt at her though, like a handful of it.
so maybe not maybe dry dirt as much as possible. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't know.
You are in a marsh.
So everything is wet. You mean?
Not everything, but most things.
Okay. First of all, I'll try to move closer to the priest. How far can I go?
I think to his previous position, if you remember where
Here?
that was. Yep, about there. But when you
Okay.
move there, can you give me a careful?
Yes.
Okay. As you go there, you'll see that it's a bit. Sorry, stumbling over my words there. There's a few bushes over there. In the bushes, you see something that I will put on screen. Give me a hot second. This lady,
Oh,
unconscious.
the daughter.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
She's unconscious over there.
Okay. Can I check that she's still breathing, or is that part of my turn? Like,
Sure. Give me another careful. She looks alive, though you're not sure if she's like hurt or not.
okay. And so it's still my turn now, or
Yep.
okay. I don't know. Fine. You know what? I can throw dirt at her, as dry as it can get, I guess. Just to make her pissed off, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't do anything beyond that.
I think that sounds, and I leave the choice up to you. It sounds either like careful because you're like specifically looking for like dry dirt, or flashy because you're trying to piss her off, or forceful because you're just like attacking her. I leave the choice up to you. And second question, are you using that to attack her or to create an advantage?
Can it count? No, if I'm trying to piss her off, it doesn't count that I'm defending something, does it?
You can argue it to me if you'd like. Convince me.
I mean, she's not attacking anyone. Right now she's in her defense form, right? So I don't know. Is her attention, like, can I tell where she's, focusing on?
Give me another careful. Okay, with that roll, she's keeping an eye on Illona, presumably because Illona really pissed her off, but she's mostly focused on you because you're getting a bit too close for comfort.
Oh, she is focused. Okay.
Like 80% on you, 20% on Illona.
So throwing things at her wouldn't, really...
To get her attention, you already have her attention. But you can throw things at her to do other stuff.
know how that would be defending. Fine, so I'll go with careful.
Sure. And you're attacking her, or
Let's go with attack. Okay.
okay, sure.
Of all the carefuls.
You throw a bit of mud into the water. It looks as silly as it sounds.
Yeah, fair enough. At least you tried.
Sounds cool to me.
I mean, you will notice that I rolled a different number for this defense.
Okay.
Interesting.
Water Witch's turn. Let me roll something.
Oh, wait, so what did you roll before?
+6.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. With that, she will submerge once again in the water and emerge as the fake priest's daughter and lunge at you, Anghel.
Hey, nice.
How do you defend yourself?
I lunge. I'll try to run back
Give me a
away
quick.
from the water.
That's a quick defense. Give me a quick.
Shit. Ah, okay, fine.
How do you take 2 points of damage?
Okay, my 2 stress then, I guess.
Okay. She grabs hold of you, and once again you remember her other nickname, the Drowner, and you can guess what her next intention might be.
No. Okay.
Illona and Muninn. I will say, just for clarity's sake, you, Illona and Muninn, you guys can. I don't think you'd be able to get into melee range on this turn, but you'd be able to get in range to accurately throw stuff. If that makes sense. Just for clarity's sake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of have a plan. How about
Go
you?
for it.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, Muninn would once again try and get closer to the Water Witch. Probably about there. Is that too close, or yeah? Okay.
I think you can even go a bit further.
Okay. I'll probably go here then, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And then
Her attention is focused on Anghel, and both of you can see the pure rage on her face, but also the wound that Illona inflicted.
yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, I feel so my intention is to throw mud at her as well, but because I feel like Muninn, I said that really weirdly. Muninn would probably have noticed Anghel doing that, maybe, and I don't know, maybe Muninn would just do it because they have nothing else to throw, and they want to piss the Water Witch off, get its attention away from Anghel.
The way you're pitching it sounds like a forceful or flashy either attack or advantage, your choice.
Okay. I would probably go with flashy if that's okay.
Sure.
And then sorry, what were you gonna say?
Attack or advantage, that was my question.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say attack.
Sure.
Oh shit.
Because it's a 3-point difference, she gains another advantage. Muninn, can you roll me a clever?
Okay.
With that roll, you realize that you saw the mud be somewhat effective in Anghel's hands, but probably because she was water back then. Now she's technically a human. You're throwing mud at a human.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
She gets
Interesting.
She'll get another charge on tasty morsels. Illona's turn.
Can I move and also throw a dagger?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I will move myself. Let's go over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will... I will use my stunt. I have it charged again. Hell yeah. The killing one, yes.
Okay. And you're throwing a dagger, correct?
Yep.
Okay. That sounds like either a forceful or a quick attack from the way you're describing it. And with your stunt, I'll give you a +4 bonus to your roll. Make sense?
But maybe she doesn't notice me. She seems pretty occupied. What if I can do it sneakily?
Okay. Then let's do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yay!
nice.
Okay, so you have a 9 to her 1. That's 8. Let's see how much damage she can take. Let me do some quick math here, because I will try to mitigate it, but let me think, like, what's the most efficient way to mitigate it. She, just for reference's sake, by the way, she's already taken her level 1 stress, level 3 stress, and level 6 consequence.
Okay.
Okay, she will use a charge of tasty morsels and a fate point to mitigate that to 4. Okay?
Can I use a fate point to up it by 2?
Of course, and you also have your advantage.
I'll do that. Yeah.
What are you invoking?
Does it work the same with the advantage?
Yeah, it's just that the advantages are free and you don't have to spend fate points.
Okay, then I'll use Ashamed, I guess.
Sure, and then I'll use another charge on tasty morsels to mitigate you amplifying it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, is that where we're leaving off?
I mean, I could go for another fate point. Didn't spend any, so...
Up to you.
Yeah, I do.
But if what are you invoking? You also have her advantages and her consequence on that note. Not her advantages, her aspects, my bad.
Can I use too slow?
Yep, it's her consequence, yeah.
Let's go with it.
Okay, I'm gonna use another charge of tasty morsels to mitigate that.
Okay.
Question, can Illona use one of our advantages if we let her? Or
If you let her.
Okay, so I'll let you if you want.
Okay. Steadfast. Anghel, here we go.
Okay. In that case, she will use one of her fate points to mitigate that.
Dang.
You can use another one. Let's finish her off. I don't want to drown.
It's you. Feel free to use mine as well if you need to.
I don't know. It would be interesting to see what happens, because I think Anghel can get the finishing blow, I think. It tries. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. What would you like her level 4 consequence to be called?
Owie.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, you throw a dagger at her probably near what would be considered like a vital spot, and you catch her completely by surprise. She once again yells out in pain. Muninn, you had your turn. Now it's Anghel's turn.
Okay, and she has hold of my leg, basically. Oh, Anghel's leg. Or something. I think that's what he said.
I just said that she grabbed you successfully. I did not mention
Oh.
which limb she did.
Oh, okay.
We can do
I
a
just
roll.
did- I
We can
guess
do
I
a roll
just-
to like randomly determine which limb she grabbed.
Okay.
1's left arm, 2 is right arm, 3 is left leg, 4 is right leg. So let's see. So she grabbed
Left leg?
left leg, yeah.
Okay, so that leaves my arms free though. So that's good. I Mm. Look, if I go with forceful, I don't really have like it's not defending anyone, it's just me. Okay. Can it count that I'm like kind of trying to defend the priest or his daughter from her? Even if it's not actively happening, like just in general?
In this particular instant, probably not, because she is specifically focused on you. But
Fair enough.
in other circumstances, sure.
Okay, so
Also, I think this might be an interesting idea. If you guys want on your turns, I can allow you to roll carefuls to determine her intentions for her upcoming turn, which will not like take up any of your actions or anything. But if you fail, I'll give you misleading information.
Ooh.
Okay.
Up to you.
like I can do that instead, like
Not
as a
ins-
turn.
Not instead. In addition to.
I love that.
Yeah, that's
Really,
cool.
yeah.
But I mean, I think I can guess what she wants to do. She wants to drown me.
Mm.
But okay, I need to. I'm trying to think how I can make this careful. Although my careful. Can it be careful if I'm trying to like kind of how do you say like I'm trying to make her let me go, let Anghel go, let his leg go by kind of trying to. I don't know what I'm trying like trying to open her hand basically.
Okay, I got you.
Like it's
I get what you mean. And I get the argument. I don't entirely agree with it because she's got a tight grip on you, so you'd be fighting like strength to strength at the moment.
Okay. Fine, we'll go with forceful and just hope for the best, I guess.
And what are you doing specifically, like in terms of game mechanics?
Okay, so I'll just throw something. A pebble? A stone, maybe a little more than a pebble. Is there something like that?
Sure. Yeah, there definitely can be.
And she's very close, so maybe it's easier to aim at her, I don't know, head or something.
Sure. And you're doing it as an attack, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a forceful, please. Okay, let me see how she can take. Okay, 2 points of damage. She will take her level 2 stress, if that's alright with everyone.
Yep.
What did she have left?
At this point,
Her level 2 consequence and
her level 2 stress and her level 2 consequence and her level 2 stress, I forgot push to talk. Her level 2 stress and her level 2 consequence, she is planning to take her level 2 stress as a result of your attack.
Okay.
And
I can also do a careful now, or
let's just I think it will make most sense as a general rule, because I think honestly this is something I came up with on the spot right now.
To do it before?
Yeah, to do it at the
something?
start of your
Okay.
turns.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Okay. Her turn. She is quite literally one blow away from death. So she will disengage and turn back to her defensive form because she's angry, but she's not an idiot. And in this form, she will focus on upping her defenses.
Darn it.
And she gets 2 charges of her defense with that. You see the water start, like, waves start forming in the water, even though there's like no wind and this isn't like a large body of water. Clearly she is doing something. In terms of like narrative, she can use the water to like block any projectiles or stuff like that. So she has spent her turn creating giving 2 charges to her control of the battlefield advantage, upping her defense. Illona and Muninn, it's your turns.
You go ahead.
Okay. Well, again, I feel like Muninn would move here. Maybe like closer to the edge of the thing.
And now Anghel, do you point out the unconscious lady?
Sure, yeah.
Then
Okay.
you observe that. Funnily enough, like if Anghel hadn't pointed that out, I would have had you roll a careful, and if you had failed badly, you would have tripped over her.
Okay, cool. I think Muninn would obviously, after Muninn would spot the lady, thanks to Anghel, they would say something like, "Oh, like you found her. Like, is she okay?"
Yeah, Anghel kind of shrugs because he's not sure. I mean, he does know she's alive, so I guess.
Yeah. Did Anghel like check? I can't remember. Did Anghel like check her breathing and like pulse and stuff?
He tried to, but he didn't. He knows she's alive.
You know she's alive, but you're not sure if she's like wounded in any other way.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough.
So I guess you can kind of. I mean, if you can kind of sign that she's alive.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Muninn would like sigh and be like, "Okay, that's good. Well, let's hope that we can like keep it that way, you know." And as far as like an actual turn, I think
Mad is supposed to work now, right?
yeah, I think like I think Muninn would like throw like Muninn would throw mud at her and be like, and sort of yell at her and be like, come out of the water, you like, you know, stuff like that.
You witch.
Yeah, you witch.
Are you trying to create an advantage or attack her?
I'm not really sure. Maybe creating an advantage.
Sure. Sounds like a flashy or a forceful. I leave the choice up to you. As for the difficulty, gonna guess 2.
Okay. I'll go with flashy because Muninn's also kind of like taunting her a bit. It still wasn't enough.
Not enough.
Could I invoke Hey over here, or is that too late?
I mean, you can, of course. Just that, like, you're spending an advantage to get an advantage, so it would be like a net 0.
Right, that makes sense. Okay. Never mind in that case.
Okay. Illona?
Yeah. I don't know. Plan is to get her into attack form again, but like how?
Also, again, feel free at the start of your turns to, like, roll careverse to try to determine what the hell she'll do.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Okay, you got a nice roll. She is very desperate at the moment, because as I mentioned, she's one blow away from death. Unless something else happens, she will not attack on her next turn, but rather will continue focusing on defending herself.
Unless something happens.
This is information like currently at like the point in time where like Illona's turn is just starting. This is her intention. Something may change depending on Illona or Anghel's or whatever else's actions.
Okay, I interpret that as something with the priest, or probably with the priest. Show and tell, what do you think? What should I do? No.
Can you hear us, Show&Tell?
What? Sorry, what?
Okay.
I totally missed that, sorry.
I have no clue what to do. Can you help me?
Oh,
Some good ideas in this scenario.
I mean, I don't know. The most we can do, I think, like, we know that the mud is. I mean, I don't know if Illona noticed that. Would she? I don't know.
She probably noticed you guys flinging mud at her, but she probably doesn't understand why.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not
and
clever
also
enough for that.
forceful is not a good attack for her.
Hmm. Can I
Unless
use the ashamed? Just like that?
No, it was already used.
Okay.
It is already used. Two
Oh,
things.
darn.
Just two things, just to clarify, like the game rules. Just because an advantage is used doesn't mean it goes away. You can still invoke it. You just have to spend fate points because it's no longer free. Second thing, advantages improve your rolls. They are not a roll in and of itself.
Hmm. I'll move up to the rest of them, I think. How far can I move? What's the
I
maximum?
think you can get to us, right?
You definitely can. You definitely can.
Can I get further?
A bit. Not quite not quite up to the priest, but you can get around there. I'd say is the limit.
Okay.
Do you Anghel and Muninn, do you point out the unconscious lady?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure this time, no. I think Illona will say to the water witch, looking very smug and like she has a plan. Let's end this. And yeah. She's like, let's just end this.
Is that like your action in terms of game mechanics?
Yep.
So you're taunting her. Is this an attack or an advantage?
Attack.
Then flashy. Yeah, it's flashy or I guess force. So I leave it up to you.
Can I argue for it to be clever? Since it's very like she has a plan behind it, or careful.
I mean, you can argue for it, but I'm not yet convinced.
She's trying to push the buttons very carefully to trigger the water witch. She's just not doing anything. She's like planning this out in her head. Carefully.
Okay, sure.
Ooh. Didn't help me much.
Okay.
Holy moly.
With that big of a difference, she gains another advantage, another charge on tasty morsels. You can tell she's not intimidated in the least by you. Even though you wounded the crap out of her and she's near death, she still views you as just like mortal playthings, pretty much.
Okay.
Angel's turn.
Okay. First of all, I move to the priest. I can do that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, can I check that he's breathing? Do we know
Sure.
he's alive?
Give me a careful. He's alive. And with that roll, you... I think this is something Illona noticed 2 sessions ago, and now you notice too. You notice the empty bottle of alcohol in his hand and the heavy scent of alcohol.
Okay, he's very drunk. Nice. Okay. Ooh, can I now make it a defense of the priest? Like, can I stand like in front of him, kind of?
Yeah.
And throw mud at her again, but with a +2.
It's a tricky one. It's a very tricky stunt to like think around as a DM, because like you're defending someone but not really ish. I guess for this specific circumstance I'll allow it. Sure.
Yeah.
Are you doing it to attack her or to create an advantage?
I think to attack her. I think to attack.
Sure. Give me a just give me a forceful. So that's a tie with your stunt applying. Tie means you get an advantage.
Okay, can I use steadfast?
Sure. You can use steadfast, but I'll use a charge of control of the battlefield to negate it.
Can I use... Okay, what can I use? I mean, we have Aoi. Can I use that?
Yeah. Yeah. You invoke Aoi, and I'll use another charge of control of the battlefield.
So we need 2 more.
Well, I also have 1 more fate point.
Okay, we can use the trouble, right? Good. Because it's mud and everything.
Sure.
It's about, whatever.
Okay.
As long as it works.
She'll use the other charge of control of the battlefield to negate that.
Damn it. 2 more.
I mean, like, if you hit her, she's out. She's gonna use everything.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how I can... the magic is of old, what is that?
One of her aspects. And it like defines her nature, let's say. She is part of the old magics, let's say.
Okay, so it's not something that I can just...
If you can argue it to me, you have the option, but again, these aspects aren't like built to give you guys advantages. They're built to define these creatures.
Because if I finish my turn, she will probably recharge herself. Ah. I don't know. Oh, I have fate. I have fate points. Wait, I need to...
I don't know if you haven't, have you? I was going to say you could use my... do you need to use my aspect or not?
That your advantage, you mean?
Your advantage, not aspect. Yeah.
I mean that would. I think that could really help. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot I had one. Yeah, feel free to use it.
Yay.
Okay, then she will use her last charge of tasty morsels to mitigate that.
Okay, now I just need to see if I can do something. Okay, he fights for those he cares about. So obviously he cares about these people, right?
Sure. You're invoking one of your aspects?
Yeah.
Sure. She will use her last fate point. By the way, in case you guys remember, I'm now out of fate points. This isn't something like, I'm not saying you have to do this, it's just like you have the option of doing this. I'm out of fate points, meaning I am obligated to accept any compels.
Right, I was thinking about that. But like, so like, can I compel her to admit defeat or something? That's something.
I mean, you have to compel one of her aspects that you know. You currently know her trouble and the magics of old aspect.
Yay. Ooh, I can compel her to leave the water. She can't. She can't? Is it?
Well, the aspect is specifically that she can't really leave the water, so I'm compelling the fact that you can't leave the water to leave the water is a bit...
Fine. mm. Okay. Maybe I can just use another fate point and just be done with it. She can't leave the water.
Again, we're talking about the compel right now, but we still haven't resolved the dice roll. Currently, you guys are tied.
Right.
I
just need like one more.
I think for game mechanics' sake, I think it would be best to resolve the dice roll before any potential compels.
Okay.
Currently we're tied, meaning you would get an advantage.
I would get an advantage. I feel like though that as soon as I'm done, she would be able to recharge. Although, I mean, and I kind of finished up everything we had.
I have an idea, not to encourage you to stop there or anything. I have a few ideas of what Muninn could do, because I had like an interesting thought about, and I don't know if I'm right, but I had an interesting thought about how the lady, like the water witch. Well, I'll go into it in a sec, but like I had an interesting thought about how Muninn could possibly get the water witch to go into her attack form.
Into her other form?
Yeah. Into her attack form. So if you wanted to, you don't have to finish your turn now, but you can if you do, I have an idea basically.
Again, in terms of game mechanics, let's resolve the order of operations. I think should be resolving this dice roll one way or another. Then, her turn would be next, but before her turn, you guys can also compel her, because compels can happen at any time.
Mm-hmm. By the way, yeah, there we are. Okay.
Sorry.
Is it okay?
No worries.
Okay, so what were we? Oh, I was trying to say that after my turn, it's her turn. So
yes.
So she will be able to do something.
Yeah.
Before.
But then, as long as she doesn't kill us all on her turn, regardless of what she does, I feel like I have a good idea of what Muninn could do.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's up to you. If you don't want to risk it, that's fine.
I kind of don't, but I don't have a choice. I feel like I don't have anything else I can invoke.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, just looking at your character sheet, I'm not sure either, to be honest. I have a few ideas, but they're not concrete. So yeah, it's up to you.
Fine, I guess we'll leave it at that. Then.
Yeah,
I guess.
Okay. If we're leaving at a tie, you get an advantage. Would you like another
Okay.
charge on steadfast or something else?
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so at least we have an advantage.
As you astutely pointed out, her turn would be next, so any compels before her turn goes?
Does it have to be me?
No.
Do you have an idea?
It's not.
Oh, can we compel her not to use her defense? I don't know. Oh no, we have to invoke her. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, her aspects.
Oh, can we compel her not to use the water? I don't know. Stand still in the water.
Yeah. I don't know. Just looking at the aspects that we know, I don't have any ideas. But I mean, I could try to explain this quickly. Like one of Munin's stunts is that they can learn summon aspects once per game, like for free.
Ooh, you can
So-
learn the.
But then that I'd have to do that on my turn.
I don't think I'd restrict you to your specific turn, but let me check the exact wording and I'll give you my verdict, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not restricted to your turn.
Oh, okay, cool. Could I do that then to figure out? I mean, I want to. My first thought is her high concept, but I feel like that'd be pretty self-explanatory.
She has what you don't know is her high concept and one of her tertiaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yeah, because she has 4 in total. She has 4 aspects in
Yeah.
total.
Yeah,
So maybe you should go for the second one. Although
the tertiary. I feel like her
Yeah.
high concept would be, oh, she's a water witch.
maybe.
So yeah, could I learn her tertiary, please?
Sure. Her tertiary is related to the little story I mentioned to Anghel, her origin story. Her tertiary is called From the Clay of a Divine Struggle.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I don't know how we could invoke any of that.
Okay.
Other than
Also, just to briefly clarify, you don't get a free invoke on this. This is just discovering it.
right, okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, you can compel it. I'm just like
Oh,
it not for
Yeah.
free. Not for, yeah.
okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm mixing up terminology. I
We
meant
can compel it not for free.
Well, that's my mix-up. I'm sorry. Compels always cost fate points, but
Oh,
what I'm trying to
Right.
say is,
when it,
usually when you
you see
discover
it.
usually when you discover someone's aspect, you get a free charge on it that you can use in like combat or whatever.
But here we
Mhm.
just because it's a stunt, we can't.
Yeah, because the wording on the stun
Okay.
just says you discover it. It doesn't say anything about also gaining the advantage.
Okay.
okay. Okay. Well, I don't know how we'd be able to compel it anyway, other than being like, "Hey, can you explain this for us?" So, I mean, could I? I mean, could I do that? Could Muninn compel or Anghel compel the Water Witch to explain from the like her tertiary, like how it could benefit us? I don't think we can. I don't see how that would make sense.
You can just like I'd ask you to give me a minute to like find the proper wording to like stay in character to like to basically have her explain her origin story in character while also saying something that would be advantageous. But are you compelling her to do that?
Should we show and tell?
I'm just. I have a stupid idea. Can we compel her to go into the mud? I don't know if that makes any sense. Because she came from it, so she can go back to it.
Yeah, go back to the. That's interesting.
Compelling
I don't
someone
know.
to commit suicide is a bit iffy.
It's a bit brutal, yeah.
I'm fine with it. I mean, Muninn, if you want to compel it, you can go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, cool. So yeah, please, if that's okay. So like, Muninn would say something like, I guess narratively, the compel, like, so obviously I'd like to compel the Water Witch to explain her origin, like why her tertiary is, what it
Mhm.
means and how it's. But narratively, Muninn would like, well, I don't know what Muninn would do. Maybe Muninn would be like, well, would Muninn need to
No,
yell at her?
compels are always between like players and me, the DM. They
Okay.
don't involve the actual characters. This is something that's happening like above board.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Because I don't know what Muninn would say in that case. So yeah, that's even better.
Okay,
First
Um,
compels me.
so I'll take one of your fate points for the compel. As for what she will say, I think you'll see her like almost like stand up straighter, almost like she's like a cat trying to intimidate something or something like that. And you hear this distorted voice, because she never really spoke in this specific form of hers. This distorted voice that sounds as if someone's yelling from underwater.
Cool.
That says,
Cool.
I was there when it all began. I was there when the Almighty fought, and I am the result of that struggle. I will bring you into the mud, and no, let me think of the exact wording. I will drag you down into the mud, even if it kills me.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay.
That's really that is interesting.
Her turn.
So,
Or go ahead. Sorry.
as I don't really know. I was just trying to like, what were you gonna say?
Me, I was just gonna start her turn.
Oh, okay. Oh no, you go ahead. You start the turn.
Okay. As predicted, she will try to sort of charge herself up, her defense back up.
Okay.
And she gains 2 charges with that roll. Another 2 charges on control of the battlefield.
What the hell?
Okay.
Muninn and Illona's turn. Now, since Ashen is not with us, unless she is, I can't check Discord. Since Ashen is not with us, I can give you 3 options. Either one of you guys or both of you guys take control of her, or I take control of her. And the third option is, for the rest of the fight, she will just assist one of you, aka give one of you a +1 to your rolls, which is a bit like anticlimactic, but it also means that she won't like get the attention of the boss so much, so I'm not off screen killing her character.
Yeah.
I mean, that could work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I quite like that idea, the assists thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys decide, should she assist Anghel or Muninn?
I mean, Muninn is fine. Is Muninn planning to attack? Oh, even an advantage could work for us, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
assist just means she gives +1 to whomever's rolls.
Yeah. So it could work for an advantage as well, right?
Yeah. It also works for defense. Yeah, it works for everything.
Okay. So what
Okay.
do you think?
She can assist you, because my turn, what I sort of want to do for my turn is a bit weird, and I don't think it would. I'm not sure if it would
Okay.
work.
Okay.
So, I mean, she can assist your turn, if you like, because I assume. I mean, are you gonna just straight up try and attack her?
I think so.
Okay.
Then, for narrative's sake, she will like position herself closer to Anghel, and like she'll give Anghel like a nod, like, "You got this. I've got your back."
Yeah. Okay.
And depending on what Anghel does, she will do something narrative to assist accordingly.
Okay.
Okay.
Muninn.
Okay, so I'd love to like roleplay this out straight away and just do it, but I feel like I'm gonna have to like discuss it with the show and tell and justify it first. So, but I'll be as quick as I can. So the lady, the daughter is unconscious,
Yes.
and the water witch takes the form of the daughter whenever the water witch is in attack form. So I was wondering, what if the water witch and the daughter were like linked, and that's why she's unconscious?
Give me a clever.
Okay, that's perfect because that's
The clever, just before I tell you, the clever, this will not like actually take up an action. This is just to see how Muninn interprets the situation.
okay.
With that roll, I guess it's sufficient to tell you it's not a direct link. You know, you would know, Anghel mainly would know that the Water Witch takes the form of someone attractive to try to lure people in. She knew that people would be looking for the priest and her daughter, and his daughter rather. So the form she took was the priest's daughter, because one, she was attractive. Two, she thought, hey, people are looking for this person. They'll jump into the water for me.
Okay, that makes sense. Because my next move would have been, I'm gonna threaten to kill the daughter to try and lure the water witch out. But if they're not directly linked, I don't think Muninn would do that.
You know, funnily enough, like, if you had gotten a poor roll, I would have told you, yeah, they're totally linked. And I can imagine you using your turn to kill the daughter, and like the water witch would just like look at you and like, okay, these people are crazy.
Okay, I'm glad
He was
that
only going to threaten, though. I
Yeah.
hope he wouldn't have gone through with it. But
Fair
anyway.
enough.
You never know. Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, damn. Because I was thinking in my head, like, wow, if this is like, if that was the case, I can't believe I figured that out. But it's okay.
It was smart. It was smart.
It was
Yeah.
smart. It was smart.
Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe Muninn then would. So Muninn wouldn't move this time, but they would once again like try and intimidate, or not intimidate, try and like what's the thing called again? Like threaten or like taunt. That's it. Muninn would once again taunt by throwing mud by throwing the mud again at the water witch, like third time's the charm, hopefully.
And again, question is an attack or an advantage with that?
Probably an attack, because the advantages that I've been trying to make so far haven't been very good.
Sure.
So should I roll flashy or?
If you're taunting, flashy. If you're like trying to hurt her, forceful. Up to you.
Okay, I'll probably go with taunt. So there we are.
Tie means you get an advantage.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Would it actually? No, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Another charge on Hay over here, or
Yeah, yes, please. That makes sense.
okay.
I'm trying to think. I have like a fate point. If you let me use yours, it would be like 2 advantages. That's 3. Okay, maybe you have a chance.
Okay, cool.
Just for narrative's sake, after you do that, it looks very ineffectual, but you're clearly pissing her off, and she says, "You will be the next to return to the mud."
Who's she saying it to?
Muninn.
Muninn?
Yeah, me.
Okay. We'll see about
Awesome.
that. Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes. Unless like Muninn does anything else, like in terms of movement, pretty much.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm fine with what I've done.
Then it is Angel's turn.
Okay, so I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it did kind of almost work last time. So I'm throwing mud at her.
Okay.
Oh, it was... Is it still +2? It worked last time?
All depends. Like you said you're throwing mud at her, but like, what's going through Angel's mind at the moment? What are his thoughts? Like the last few things Angel saw was Illona give him like a nod, like, yeah, you got this, Angel. Then Muninn.
Oh, we have a +1, 2.
Yes. Then Muninn taunting the Water Witch, and the Water Witch taunting him back, pretty much.
Oh,
Dumb
she said
back,
she was
dumb
going
back,
to...
my bad.
She
Dumb
said she
back.
was going to kill him. So Angel wants to protect him.
Sure, that works. And sorry about that, Dely.
Yay! Okay.
That's okay.
So,
Oh, him. Them. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
so Angel, are you attacking or creating an advantage?
Attacking.
Okay. Sounds forceful to me. With your stunt applying, let's see what happens.
Okay, it's +2 and +1, like +3, right?
So it's currently, you have a 4 to my 3, and I'm gonna use a charge of control of the battlefield to make my roll a 5.
Okay, I'm using steadfast.
Okay, then I will use the other charge of control of the battlefield.
Okay, so wait, I just want to ask. I can invoke the same aspect I invoked last time.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So Muninn, can I use your advantage?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm using that.
Sure. And I will use my final fate point.
And I will use my fate point.
Do you want to describe how you kill this thing?
Honestly, I don't. I mean, how do I kill this thing?
Well,
I mean,
to be perfectly clear, you take her out of the fight, meaning you can kill her, you can knock her unconscious. Her fate is entirely in your hands.
Well, she hasn't proven to be like. I don't think that just knocking her unconscious is going to do anyone any good. As far as I can, like, she didn't seem to be like she was fighting until the very last. She was fighting. She didn't surrender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she seems pretty, intent on killing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would kill her. If that's possible.
Sure. Do you have something in mind narrative-wise?
I mean, I'm not sure what kills her. Like, I mean, I thought the attack.
Your attack killed her.
Okay. So, like, what happens? I mean, I throw the mud at her, and
you throw the mud, and probably seeing Muninn get threatened fills you with determination. Like, this is a big scary monster, but I've got to protect my friends. And remembering once again the story, you take up more mud, funnily enough, make a big ball of it, and while she is distracted staring at Muninn, you launch it and you probably nail her, fixing her quote-unquote head, and she lets out a shout of pain, and you see her almost start to collapse back into the pool of water.
Okay.
But unlike previous times, you saw her collapse into the water before when she was about to attack you guys pretty much, or switch back and forth between her attack and defense. But and what happened those times was that the water was always crystal clear, and keep in mind that you're in a swamp. But this time, as she slowly melts back into the water, letting out this horrible scream in the process, the water turns muddier and muddier, more quote-unquote natural looking, like the water of a marsh should look. and probably over the next 10 to 20 seconds, she would more or less dissolve back into the water and, for lack of a better term, die.
Woo! Well done,
We
Anghel.
did it. Well, we did it together. I mean, I used everything that we had.
Yeah, it's true.
Good job on all of you, to all of you. Shall we deal with the not fallout, that's not the right term, but the aftermath, that's a better term. The aftermath of this fight next time when Ashen will also be here?
I think that works better.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Sure. So, what did you all think of this session?
Woohoo!
Yeah. No, yeah, it was cool.
We won!
Oh yeah. It was really interesting hearing so the Water Witch's last tertiary was interesting to me. That from
Yeah,
play,
the whole idea of that,
Yeah.
of the dirt. How did we come up with that? How did we figure that out?
I
Because
come
we
up
talked
with it.
about the lore. Yeah,
I didn't come up with it. It's an actual piece of mythology.
Ah, cool.
Oh yeah, I was just wondering how we how we came across it. But yeah, okay, I remember.
I think I used I don't know if this answers your questions. I think I used one of Muninn's stunts to learn the tertiary.
Oh yeah, but we talked about the dirt before that.
Well, what happened was Anghel recalled all the various myths
Yeah,
about
yeah.
her.
Basically, you told us. Basically.
Well, Anghel remembered that because it's the mythology of Anghel's people, and Anghel decided, well, if she came from the mud, I'm gonna throw mud at her. That seems effective. And everyone else just followed your example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Just in case you guys were curious, her high concept is called Deity of the River and the Still Water.
Yeah, pretty much what we figured.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Still, very well done to all of you. You guys did great, and it was also very productive for me in the sense that we came up on the spot with the mechanic of looking for the enemy's intentions. I guess it's I like the idea, and I think I'll incorporate it in the future, both in this campaign and the other one as well.
I mean, that's really cool. That gives a lot of it. I feel like it gives a lot of an advantage. Oh, it could also work against us if we roll badly, right?
Well,
yeah, it's cool. It's a cool idea.
Yeah. But I also think it helps further develop the narrative, because now we also get a hint of how your characters would see these fights. This guy's about to lunge to the left, but that was actually a feint, or I'm right, etc.
Yeah.
And
it works like an actual battle, more or less.
More or less.
Combat.
And again, Fate Accelerated, the system we're using, is unlike classic D&D, which is very numbers and mechanics focused. Fate Accelerated is more narrative focused, so I think it works well in that context. Yeah, you guys did great, all things considered. I still feel like the previous session where you guys did some questionable stuff to weaken the boss was mildly disturbing, but we'll deal with the consequences next time, I think.
Okay.
But what are your thoughts? I don't want to just monologue.
I just like that we were I feel like, at least, I don't know, I get the sense that we didn't really do that well in battles for a while. Or at least Anghel didn't. I don't know. I feel like this was very satisfying.
Yeah, definitely.
It makes me think back to the time when I broke the arm of the dude.
Yeah.
Or wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, you did. There's a very angry bandit chief out there. Right near your native village, on that note. Fun stuff.
I feel like this felt like it kind of related to what Show&Tell said. It felt more of rather than a battle of like um power in a way, and like strength, and like how much damage can we do to this like thing. It was cool because it kind of felt like conventional attacks weren't really doing anything. So like doing something really unconventional, like throwing mud at a water witch. Like, yeah, it was cool. Like, it was like kind of outside the box, you know.
I will say as a little tangent that like the narrative system of Fate Accelerated does sometimes have limits. Just as an example, in the other campaign, the players were also facing a powerful enemy, and they could have dealt the killing blow by taunting the enemy, but like I basically told the player, okay, you're defeating this person by taunting them. You can't really taunt a person to death, so maybe skip your attack. So the Fate Accelerator does have its limits.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, it can come up with it can end up being really interesting though, which is cool.
It's also specifically like if you had killed the water witch by taunting her, she wouldn't have died. You probably would have like forced her to retreat and probably like reveal something valuable or something I'd make up on the spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
But again, we will deal with the aftermath next time because there will be some interesting stuff that happens. Anything else before we go into our shoutouts?
I just kind of wanted to say, like it's related to what you said before, just that Anghel couldn't really taunt her, so it wasn't really an option for him.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you could kind of, I don't know, put fingers on his head, be like,
yeah. Like flip of the bird, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, you could have flipped the bird, I guess.
I guess, but you know, you have to make sure that she's looking at you when you do that.
Yeah.
She doesn't really have eyes in that form, but sure.
Yeah, okay.
Very true, though. Very true. Nothing is impossible. I'll just leave it at that, I guess. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Not from me, anyway.
Not from me either.
Okay. Then, dear viewers, thank you once again for watching and listening to us. I rolled some dice in the background, and even though she won't be going first, I have not forgotten about Ashen, so don't worry. But the dice have, for once, broken with the alphabetical formula and decided that Dely should talk about themselves and how awesome they are first. Can you please go ahead, Dely?
Yeah, of course. So again, hello everyone. I'm Dely. I outside of these Fate Accelerated sessions, I'm a Goblin VTuber over on Twitch. I stream variety, so any game that either interests me or the community. And yeah, I love seeing new people in the chat. So if you'd like to, like, pop in and say hi, feel free. Also, yeah, like, feel free to check Ashen's stuff out as well. She does great art, and obviously, Show&Tell is brilliant. So go check everyone else out before you check me.
I also forgot to mention that in the next couple of days from our recording, but for you, the viewers, it will be the previous week. It will be good old Dely's birthday. So, happy birthday, Dely!
Thank you.
I wish you all the best in the world. And for the viewers, it will be already a bit too late. But you're planning a birthday stream, are you not?
Yes, I am. Yeah. So thanks for bringing that up. I kind of forgot for some reason. You forgot your own birthday? Yeah, so obviously this it would have happened already by the time this episode comes out, but it's my birthday on Wednesday, which is the 20th of July. And I'm planning on doing a subathon on the 21st, which is like kind of like a stream marathon, and like people can sub and like cheer in the chat and stuff, and I will do silly things at the behest of my well-being. but it's all fun and games, and there's going to be other people too in there, like a good friend, for example, a good friend of mine, Diz, who's also a Goblin VTuber, and Twix, who is also a Goblin VTuber. But yeah, like, I mean, obviously you two, if you've not heard of that, well, I think obviously Teeironor you definitely have because you brought it up, but Show&Tell, if you watch Twitch, you can like like join in and stuff like that, because we'll be playing like community games basically. Like
what time is it?
So it's Thursday the 21st. It's
Thursday, okay.
Yeah, so the stream starts at 7 p.m. BST, which is the same time that our sessions start, basically. So whatever time it is for you.
Okay, so night for me. Okay, I think I can. I'll just have to remember. I'll put it.
Okay,
but that sounds really cool.
Cool, thank you. No pressure either way for either of you. But yeah, like we'll be playing stuff like Fall Guys and just Jackbox TV, stuff like that. Like, so yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think I told you. I think I told you guys, but for the sake of the video, so one of the milestones, for example, for like the sub goals, because I have sub goals and cheer goals. One of the milestones for the sub goals is that if I get to like, I think it was 80 subs, I have to eat a whole lemon, like whole, like an apple.
I think you did say something about that.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, like I hope that I hope I reach that goal, but I also don't. Like,
but for the viewers who are seeing this the following Monday, they can catch the VOD, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And this won't be the first. So this would be my first subathon, but it probably won't be my last, depending on how it goes. So obviously people can join in for ones that I do later, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I would recommend following Dely on Twitter, because they announce these subathons and streams and schedules in general over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you as well, Dely. Next, according to the dice, would be Ashen, who unfortunately had to leave a bit early today. Ashen is a very lovely artist that I would recommend you all follow. You can see her Instagram link on screen. Her Instagram description thing says that she takes commissions, so do feel free to take her up on that. She is an absolutely lovely artist who does frankly amazing work, in my opinion. She did, I think I showed it off I did show it off in an earlier episode, but I can't quite recall which one. She did a character art, well, she did a character art for Illona and Muninn, but she also did a piece that shows all the characters together in the spooky undead former swamp. So do check her out. She does absolutely amazing work. Other than after Ashen, we would have Show&Tell. Can you please talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yeah, hi, I'm Show&Tell. I have a YouTube channel on which I do reactions, and yeah, that's mostly it for the time being. Also, a happy birthday to Dely. So exciting.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Dely.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, do check Show&Tell out. But you also do gaming sessions on Saturday, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do.
And she has a Etsy shop filled with lovely stuff that you can see the link on screen and in the description. So do check that out as well.
Thank you. I was just like, oh, whatever. But thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Show&Tell. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master Teeironor. I do this series, which is a lot of fun, and another series focused on the Warcraft universe that's been going on for a longer while. We just passed our 69th episode there, so very nice, I guess. Yeah, that was a milestone, I suppose. But yeah, do check that out. Other than that, well, thank you, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us as usual. We will be back next week, most likely. I'll keep you posted on Twitter if there's are any more delays. And we will see you then. Goodbye, everybody.